You see that GreenFoot is an interactive Java development environment that is used for easy development of two-dimensional graphical applications such as simulations and what? Interactions, interactive games or interactions. Now this means that GreenFoot can be used to create animations which are simulations. You know your cartoons are simulations because there's no interaction, you just view it from the start to the end. Then games are interaction because you control the actors or you control whatever it is that is performing the main action. So do we understand that?
Yes.
Now, okay. Now, like we were explaining earlier, we said Java is a simple object-oriented programming language, right? Now, we're doing introduction to Java using GreenFoot. Now, GreenFoot is made up of objects and classes. And those are the things we're going to be working with when creating our games. This means that an object is found in a class. So a class is the order of all the actors we're going to be using in GreenFoot that we have about. An object is anything that has properties and behaviors. An example of an object is a dog. A dog has properties and a dog has behavior. Can somebody tell me one behavior of a dog? Okay, just you. Say dog barks, and that's very true. Okay, so do we understand this? Understand what that object is? Okay, now a class can be defined as a blueprint or a template that describes the behavior or state of an object. Like I said earlier, a class is the order of all the objects. For example, we have animals. Animal is a class. Under animals, we have dogs, we have cats, we have lions, we have what again? Cows, we have tigers, and every animal we can think of. Now, a general name for them is called animals, but they also have their specific attributes and properties. So that's what we mean by classes and objects. Do we understand? So we're going to be doing, now, everybody in your system, if you're on the desktop, you'll see an icon that looks like a GreenFoot. Can you open it? It's actually a GreenFoot, yeah. Can we open it? Double click on it. Have we done that? Please, can you help me know what it is? Okay, have we done that? Please, I need you to answer me so I know you're following. Have we done that?
Yes.
Okay, now, I want you to look at my screen very, very well. Look at the screen. This is, some people are not looking at the screen. Some people are not looking at my screen. I need you to look at this. Okay. Now, for those of you that might have used your laptop to work on something, or maybe somebody else has used it before, this on GreenFoot is called our world. Now, if you've used a PowerPoint to prepare a presentation before, you realize that we work on the slide, right? Everything we do is embedded in the slide. We cannot work outside the slide because it will not appear on our presentation. Am I correct?
Yes.
So that's basically that's how GreenFoot is. This is our world. This is where we add all the actors, the objects, anything I want to add. This is where we do them. This is where we do the construction of any object or any actor that I want to put there. Now we have the execution controls. These are what activate our games. For example, when you want to play Temple Run on your Android phone, you have to open the app, right, and select play, right? So that's basically what this is for. Then we also have our word classes and the actor classes. We talked about class, that they are the blueprints, that objects can form their properties and behaviors. So do we get that? Do we understand? Now, on your screen, to open a new GreenFoot scenario, at the top left of your screen, you see something like scenario. Can you look at your computer, please? Let me open mine to the same page. Now, this is my GreenFoot page. Now, when you look at the top left corner, you see something like scenario, edit, controls, and help. Can you see that? Yeah. Now, to create a new GreenFoot scenario, you select scenario. Everybody click on scenario. Have we all done that? Now, when you click on scenario, you see that a new menu box appears. We have the new start scenario and the new Java scenario. Select the new Java scenario. Have we done that? Now, I want every one of us to save our project on the desktop. So the first thing you do is to select desktop. Then write the file name or the folder name that you would want your GreenFoot to be saved as. You can write your name. Maybe your group has a name, you gave it the name by yourself, you can write it. So, when you've written the name, select create. When you've written the name, select create. And our word appears. Do we all have a new word now on our screen? No? So do we all have new words on our screen now? No. Please let's do that fast in 1 minute. Okay. Now if you have this on your screen, can we move further? So can we look at my screen? If you've done this, please look at my screen. Every one of you. Now, like I was explaining earlier, what did I call this place? What's this? Our world. So what's this? What did I call this? Execution what? Execution controls. So what did I call this? The word class and our actor class. So let's clap ourselves, we are actually full. Okay, now we want to change the background of our GreenFoot world. And what we do now, can you look at this side of my screen? Can everybody see it? Now, you will see where we have word classes and actor classes. Now the first thing we'll do is to right click on my word and delete it. Right click on my word and delete it. Have we all done that?
Yeah.
Now to add a background to our GreenFoot world, right click on world. Have you done that? Some people are not answering me. This part, they're the only ones answering me. But this part, they're not answering me. Have we done that?
Yeah.
So, when you right click on world, you select new subclass. Are we following? I want to see. Okay. I said you should right click on world and select new subclass. Have we all done that? At the back, have we done that? What happened? You need a mouth. Please, so, once we right click on world and selected new subclass, you will see that a menu box appears on your screen. Can you see it? Yeah. Now what we'll do is select background. Now, hello everyone. Hello. What's the word? You want to go to the bathroom? Okay. Have you selected backgrounds? Now, in this situation, everybody, are you listening to me? What do we call our background? In this situation, some people are talking. In this situation, what do we call our background? No, that's not the word. What do we call our background? A class. Remember, we are using the word classes. And we said a class is what holds our objects, right? So our background now is the class. Now when you selected background, you realize that we add other options that we are appearing. We have corkboard, we have blue rock. So select any one of them. Now, after you've selected, at the top of that menu box, you see where is written new class name. Can I continue? Yes. At the top of the box, you see where it's written new class name. Name the background you selected and select OK. V. So we should not have a background on our word now. Every one of us should have a background on our word. When you selected it, click OK. So do we all have backgrounds now? Yeah. Okay. So do we all have backgrounds now? Yes, every one of us. Every one of us. Okay, now new generation. Every one of us now have backgrounds on our screen, right? Right? At the back, do you all have backgrounds? You have. Okay, let's continue. Okay, can you all look at my screen now? Please look at my screen. Now remember, we said that Java is an object-oriented programming. That means when we want to program, we have to work with objects, right? And our objects, they are the actors performing the action. Do you get that? The objects are the actors that are performing the action. So for us to do that, under the word classes, you see what we call actor classes. Can you see it? Now let's right click and select new subclass. Right click and select new subclass. Now I want us, okay, Can you see the way he's doing is right click, new subclass. Now I want us to add one animal to us on our screen. So which class would we select? So select animals and select any one of your choice, name it and click OK. Okay, please select. Have we all selected an animal? Select one, name it, and click OK. Okay, now, like I said earlier when explaining, I said GreenFoot is very case sensitive. I said GreenFoot is case sensitive. So whenever we spell or whenever we name on GreenFoot, we don't use space. Instead, the first letter of the second word begins with a capital letter. Do you understand? Do you understand what I just said? I said on GreenFoot we don't use space. So the first letter of the second word begins with a capital letter. And this is called a camel case. So let's do that and click OK. Now, to add the object that we have selected on our word, you right click on it, select new ladybug or new whatever you've named, and place it on your screen by clicking on the screen. So let's do that quickly. In 1 minute, I should see all our animals on our screen. Is this what you are?
Left and right. If you've done up and down, delete it.
No, just leave it.
Okay, leave it.
Yes. Yes. So let's continue. Everybody back to our board. Back to our board. Hope your code is running fine. Who needs help? Please signify. Please, that is. Hope your code is running fine.
Okay, so I'm going to code that teddy bear so that it moves randomly. Then whenever the teddy bear touches the snake, which is your animal on your screen, the snake disappears. Good. So that's your
Hello everyone. I said for your project, you're going to code it under the obstacle. You're going to code it under the obstacle. Make your obstacle move at random. And make sure that when our animal touches the obstacle, let our animal disappear, meaning that our animal is dead. Do you understand? That's the project. And you have just 10 minutes to do that.
Excuse me.
And nobody must use the things I use, like my animal, my bomb, and my cherry. Don't use it. And my background, don't use it. Change it.
Make it unique. Don't copy what she has done. So it's the same way, but you just change it the same way. Okay? You really don't have to. You can just make it
Please, can I just see your screen? Sorry, please, can I just see that? The screen. The other screen.
Reset.
Calm down. You have a few minutes to do this. Please, let's be fast.
Okay, continue. Then continue.